I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's question comes to us from Jamie, who wants to know whether the events described in the song Eleanor Rigby by the musical group The Beatles might be thought of as a great confrontation between some eldritch abomination and a man of the cloth. Now, I feel like I must pause immediately and inform you that in none of my stories did I impart any sort of divine power to people of any particular faith, the priests and pastors and swamis and the like. I don't believe that stories benefit by having the inclusion of some magical power on the part of people that pray and sing hymns and whatnot. In my personal experience, most priests are only skilled at defeating a bottle of sherry, and the more zealous fire and brimstone types are only good for killing the mood at interesting parties. But that all being said, there are certainly an interesting argument to be made about this Eleanor Rigby figure. So let's go through the text and see just what we can find. We start, look at all the lonely people. That's getting off to a good start. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. Weddings don't really feature in my stories very often, aside, of course, from the tale of Sweet Ermengarde. My monstrous eldritch abominations don't really go in for nuptial vows. I mean, I suppose the goat of the black woods and 1,000 young might have had some form of engagement, but I imagine it was messy. Lives in a dream, there we go, that's a nice bit of Kate out there, waits at the window wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? Now already we're getting into the strange territory. Faces by jars, a bit of whisper and darkness there. We have the door. A door is a gate. Who is the gate? Yog-Sothoth, ding dong. And let's see, we continue on with these lonely people. Where do they all come from? Lonely people, where do they all belong? I do appreciate that this song touches on the inherent solitude of mankind. Despite social lies about our interconnectedness, the truth is we are all lonely people, and there is nowhere that we belong. Let's see, Father Mackenzie, here's this priest, writing the words of a sermon that no one will hear. That's, as someone who worked in the pulps, I can certainly appreciate that feeling. No one come near. Look at him working, darning his socks in the night when there's nobody there. What does he care? It's very important to take care of your socks. I must say this time and time again. Too many of you treat your clothing as disposable. As soon as there's a slight nip or rip, you throw it away. There's no sense of permanence, a sense of keeping attached to the things that belong to you. Instead, you just dispose of this, that, and the other. Look at me. I'm wearing the very outfit I was buried in. That is a dedication to fashion. Next, we have more lonely people. It seems to be quite the theme. Here we are. Eleanor Rigby died in the church and was buried along with her name. Names, of course, very important. Nobody came, but Father Mackenzie wiping the dirt from his hands as he walks from the grave. No one was saved. Now, those last few lines do indeed have a touch of the macabre, which I think one could very easily take inspiration from and write quite a morbid tale. But whether or not this is a truly cosmic horror, I don't really know. Obviously, the Beatles were interested in things like octopus's gardens and jaundiced submersibles, but I don't really know if this is quite my thing. Come back to me if you ever come up with something with a silver hammer. I think I could work with that. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft.